All right, so it is officially camping season in North Carolina, but before I can go camping, I have a small project that I wanted to work on to make my camping experience a little nicer this season. It is going to be a raised bed platform for the back of my Jeep. There is some designs online that I'm going to use as inspiration and then kind of tailor them to my specific needs. And then we'll go try it out in the wild. Fit test. I'm up here to Old North Carolina 105 to find some dispersed camping sites. It is like ski moguls. Like, it is extremely bumpy. I had a hard time coming back up it with four-wheel drive yesterday, so I don't know where any of those cars ended up last night, but hopefully they're good, hopefully they're safe. Get this, because the cell service is a little spotty, so make sure you have a copy of this just in case you lose it. So in this video, we're going to be designing, building, and then testing out a raised bed platform for the back of my Jeep. So come along for the journey. Going to be doing this job on the living room floor here. Which is going to be a little bit complicated. But essentially we have our plans drawn up. And I'm just going to transfer these dimensions that I have here onto this board, and then we're going to cut it out. So let's get to it. Now that we got that pattern traced out, we'll be able to take it out on the balcony and cut it out. So I don't know if this is going to fit on this table and it's going to work. It's going to be great.
Those are cute.
They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, girl, I keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you're trying things, and they just want you to settle and do the right thing. So get a good job, don't slack off. Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do, and when you're making money, make sure you don't spend it too soon. That I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone, and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody is right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, girl, I keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, girl, I keep chasing. I think this life could be special if I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel, I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful, I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, and I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all I've been through. I've been making changes for the ages. 5-10 year plans are contagious. I attack that, I'm tenacious. And if you ain't life, I won't regret it. I will fight until I get it. I'll look back one day from heaven and say, damn, I learned some lessons. And say, damn, I had no questions. I had fun in every second, and the journey was a blessing, yeah. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a I'ma keep chasing.
First fit test. So that's good. Now, of course, we're gonna have feet, so it's gonna be higher, but it's there. And I guess that.
What?
What?
What'd you say?
I guess
Oh. Hey.
still leaves us about
2 inches?
2 or 3 inches. We're gonna come out from underneath another inch so that we have a ledge for the next board to go on top of.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's plenty of clearance from the back end, so let's keep going. So I just drilled some countersink holes using a countersink bit. I've got 4 of them, just because the thickness of this is 3/4 inches thick. My screw actually comes through, but I wanted a little bit more grip on the second piece that this is going to be attached to, so added that little bit of depth, so hopefully it can just poke through just a little bit more. Alright, so this is the front of the platform, or the part where the tailgate will open up for the Jeep. And so we need to build the back end shelving unit here. So essentially, I drilled 4 different countersink holes that we're going to use to insert a screw into each one. And then this actually is going to go on the bottom of this board to actually build a little shelf. So I have it marked out. Essentially, these are going to slot between the legs of the table, platform, and I'm just going to hold this here. So I'm just going to clamp it in. So I show about 1.5 inches reveal for the bottom ledge, and that'll give us a lot of platform to lay the larger piece on that'll slide in the front of the Jeep, but they'll show you pretty soon. The beautiful thing about a countersink is that when it's actually on there, it sits flush with the board itself. So it won't snag anything. So this isn't the board, but is an example of what it's going to do. Essentially, just make a ledge for the front piece to rest on. All right, so this is one of the 2 platform pieces for the front of the build. And essentially there's 4 legs that rest on the back of the seat. They're all set to different heights so that they make it a level surface once they're actually on the back of the seat. And essentially this back piece here will rest on that first piece that's in there, that little ledge. And then it has these little latches here that will connect to the other board and make a single running platform to rest on. Went ahead and added this fabric here for a little bit more comfort and insulation, and I think it looks a little bit better once it's not covered in dog hairs for the final build. So we have the baseline design done right here, and I'll go over it real quick with you. All right, so we have the back piece installed. It's just a raised platform with about 6 inches of clearance, just enough room to slide some longer gear underneath. So think like camping chairs, camping table, sleeping bags, and mats, stuff like that. And that should save some space when I'm using it as a platform bed. And essentially it is a back piece that allows me to put both seats up and travel that way, or I can put 1 or 2 seats down and put the front pieces on, which also have legs themselves, and they rest on the lip that we installed earlier on in the video. And essentially it just makes a level platform that runs the length of the car. It does have a front piece that folds down off which is a simple hinge, and that'll allow for a little bit of extra room for your pillow, and it kind of blocks that gap between the back and the front seat. All right, so the build's officially done, and we'll see after this first camping trip if it needs any minor tweaks or finishes or anything like that. Alright, so I just got done hiking the Hawksbill Mountain Path. Oh wow, you can't even see. I just got done hiking the Hawksbill Mountain Path. Not gonna lie, going up was a little bit rough. Pretty steep, pretty rocky, but the view was definitely well worth it. And I'll show some clips, or if I haven't already. Definitely worth a shot. So if you're out this way, take it. I will say be careful on the roads, because there's no railings and it's like a drop off. So I'm exhausted from that hike today, so I'm probably just gonna take a nap. See you in a few hours. I have a new platform built here. Seemed to work pretty well last night. I only have half of it installed, so it's nice for now. I have just a foam mat and a sleeping bag, extra blanket, some pillows, some lighting. I mean, pretty nice spot, to be honest, to wake up to. And have a good cup of coffee. Cheers. Who says cheers? Oh, anyway, lots to do today, so I'm gonna pack up and hit the road. Peace. I mean, overall, it was a pretty solid trip. That hike up to Hawksbill Mountain last night, or actually yesterday afternoon, was definitely worth the hike. A lot of effort, but it was really good. It was a really cool view. And then came up here to Old North Carolina 105 to find some dispersed camping sites. It's free of charge. You just pull up, first come, first served basis. The one caveat would be, as you might have seen some of the footage I put on there from the day before, is this road gets washed out, it gets bumpy, there's a lot of divots and potholes. So if you don't have a four-wheel drive car, I probably wouldn't recommend coming up this way. However, I did see a couple smaller cars come through here yesterday, and just past this campsite here, there is a downhill slope that goes around a bend that you can't see going up, and it is like ski moguls. Those of you wondering, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I know it doesn't do it justice, but like, it is like down in there. Like, it is extremely bumpy. I had a hard time coming back up it with four-wheel drive yesterday, so I don't know where any of those cars ended up last night, but hopefully they're good, hopefully they're safe. We're all cleaned up here. I picked up some extra garbage that was lying around by the fire pit from whoever was here before. Remember, leave the place better than how you found it. I got about a 4-hour drive ahead of me, so it's about 7:30 in the morning. I already had my cup of coffee, packed up mostly. But now we're gonna get out of here, and I'll have to remember this campsite because it was awesome. So we'll catch you next time. So at the entrance here, there is an info center. It has bathrooms, a little cabin, and then some maps for the park. We'll take a quick look at it. So definitely stop here if you want to get this, because the cell service is a little spotty, so make sure you have a copy of this just in case you lose it, especially if you're going to be hiking the trails or one of these. Yeah, just a little cabin, some bathrooms over there, which are the only ones I've found so far on this trail, so make sure you hit them up before you go up that road for camping for the night. But other than that, yeah, it's a nice little spot.